Hi, I'm Chris Hanley, and welcome to this unboxing of Warmachine Gravediggers. So we've got today the new Gravediggers Command Cadray and the Gravediggers Battle Group. So let's have a look what's inside. So here we have the Gravediggers box for Signar for Warmachine. So we've got some box art there, but let's cut to what we actually get inside the box. So on the back there's a brief description about Captain Buck Hasker and his team, the Rowdies, his warjack plugger, and the Trollkin machine gunner. I say machine gunner, he's got a chain gun. So let's get all the miniatures out of the box. There's quite a few boxes in here. So what's in our first one? In our first one is... Oh, bear with us. Let's try and get these out. Okay, so this is Plugger. As you can see, he's a heavy warjack. He has two knives. So he's got two knife weapons. So he doesn't have weapon options. He just has two arms, a head, body, and then a carapace weapon that goes on the top. As you can see, everything slots in. So we've got these two large knives. That one slots into the arm and into the base. And then what we have here is a carapace, twin-linked chain guns. Something like that. Pretty chunky model. And it's a heavy warjack. So let's look at what else we've got. Let's put these away. So we've got another packet. And this looks like it is... This is the Warcaster, Captain Buck Hasker. So he has two pieces. Basically the body, and then there's a left arm with a knife. Again, like the Warjack, it's a really good print. Very few like struts and things to clean up off the miniature. So let's open up the next packet. Who's this in here? Oh, right, okay. So part of how the Gravediggers play is that they get airdrops. So you get some tokens to use in play, and these would be placed next to the miniatures, and they give an in-game bonus. So this looks like it's a medium base, so this will be our Trollkin character, Sergeant Bruno Ramjaw. So yes, he's got a chain gun. Again, quite chunky, minimal cleanup. Should be a lot of fun to paint. And again, it should be noticed this is a command cadre. So Brunner plus the Warcaster plus your Warjack plus the unit that comes along makes up a 30-point force. So it's perfect to pair off against, say, the two-player sets. So the Cadray Signal set, or the Shadows and Scum set, or even the Command Cadres for any of the other factions. So this should be the character unit, which is some trenchers known as the Rowdies. So it's three models. You can see they've got a variety of weapons, like he's got a slug cannon and grenades. Maybe it's grenade launcher, I can't quite tell. She has got grenades and some sort of carbine. Again, great sculpts, great print. Oh, this guy's got a shotgun. Okay. So that's everything that comes in the command cadre. So let's now open up the battle box. So again, we get a warcaster in 3-part plus a airdrop counter. And this is Cynthia Roscoe. Let me just get that right. Yeah, Cynthia Roscoe. So she's the daughter of Alistair Kane, and she's a gun mage of a sort. So she channels her power through her rocket launcher, which here we have. Again, a good solid sculpt. Doesn't feel brittle, but doesn't feel soft, flexible. It's a good in between. Good details. Nothing seems too soft on the details, that's for certain. So again, she's in 3 parts. We got the rocket launcher, the body, and another hand with a knife, which is somewhere in that pack. So be careful with the packs. There are some small pieces, so don't lose them. So now we're opening up a warjack. This is the light warjack. So this is the Patriot. So again, this comes with 4 head options. It comes with 4 right arms, 4 left arms. So on the right, we've got a grenade launcher, a spear, a dual cannon, and like a long-range cannon of some sort. And that's on the right arm. So on the left arm, we've got a sort of chain gun triple cannon, triple-barreled cannon, a knife or sword, depending on what you want to call it, a chain blade, and then a shield with a built-in kind of like slug cannon. There's a little bit of curvature on the spear, but nothing too disastrous. Easy to fix with a bit of heat. And again, this compared to plugger anyway, can be magnetized. And there are slots ready to take those. And the designs of these warjacks are much more towards the original warjacks. So if you think about the old Charger or the old Lancer or similar, they also have more of a diesel punk kind of vibe rather than, say, the more Tesla punk kind of galvanics of the new Storm Legion. But yes, again, good sculpts, good detail, good prints, minimal cleanup of like support struts from the printing. So the final miniature that we're unboxing here is the Valiant. It's a heavy warjack, keeping in the same design style as the Patriot. And as you can see here, it's a bit more interesting in the sense it's got 2 hard points for the arms. So obviously there's a whole host of like arm options. Then there's a slot for 4 different heads. And then as you can see here, there's a slot for maybe 3 different weapon options for the carapace. And then there's a empty slot. So the idea of this is during the game you'll have a weapons drop happen, and the Valiant can pick up and place onto its hard point on the carapace a new weapon. So mid-game, you could have it get installed a flamethrower, a rocket launcher, or a large cannon. And that really then gives you that versatility mid-game. So here you've got a few open fist options that combine a harpoon, a grenade launcher. I think there's another option as well. There's an option with a big knife. There's a jackhammer. So that's the harpoon option. Here's an option with a shield with a small kind of like minigun. And there's a really big kind of like machete. But that's it. That's everything unboxed for the Gravediggers. So, I hope you've enjoyed that unboxing. We're going to have more in future. So, we're going to have the auxiliary expansion for Cricks and also the expansion for the Gravediggers. And then we've also got a new battle report out, which is called Coffee Hammer. It's part of a Coffee Hammer Coffee Machine. Coffee Hammer Coffee Machine. It's part of a new series. So Coffee Machine's about playing Warmachine in a very chilled, relaxed way, so you can enjoy the game, enjoy the setting, but it's not going to be tournament level. It's just really to explore and enjoy what Warmachine has to offer. So I hope you enjoy this video, and goodbye for now.